I'm live and I'm so late. Nothing's. Okay. Socials. You know what? I think the easiest way is just going to put all the social on and then just delete what's no longer needed. This is not needed. This is not needed. This is not now needed. And at the end, there are a couple I don't need right now. Delete, 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 delete. Delete. Here. There we go. All the internets. You don't need you. Don't need you. This is not needed. You. Well, you're ready. New post. Mastodon. And that is the first one. And hello, hello. I know I'm immensely late. And the reason was I was invited for a family dinner and it was planned, I would have been done about an hour ago, that I would have been home. But unfortunately, like it goes with all family dinners, it just kind of, got longer. Did have a lot of fun. So that's great. We just had dinner in a restaurant with my family, stuff like that. And everything is crashing. And I don't know why. Probably because I'm doing way too much. Am I still live? Because I don't know. Facebook. I don't even have a clear ID about what I want to do, but at least a clear-ish ID. This will be fixed later. The Faros Journal de Faros, or Faros Daily whatevers. We'll be honest, last Sunday we thought it would have been his final moments. We had the same earlier last week, thinking it would have been his final moments. We need to call the vet the next day because it was early in the evening and all. And he crawled back up again. He's not doing great. It's clear his body is in the final phase. It's probably not going to be that long anymore. But today we were home late and he was like very loud, letting us know we were home late. And he hasn't been fed for over a century. So he still wants to eat, still wants to drink. He has a little red ball that he played with last week. But he is tired a lot sooner. He's still eating, but he's eating less. It is very clear it won't be that long anymore. I don't think he's going to make the new year. I don't think he's going to make the next month. I may sound very, very calm about this, but don't worry. I'm absolutely not calm about this. I am going to miss him greatly, and I've cried enough to fill a pool. But we also decided we're no longer going to pull and push. We love him too much to make him suffer because we want him with us as long as possible. So we're going to enjoy every day, absolutely every day. He's going to get all the pets. He's going to get all the things that he likes, even if it's not that healthy. I did look things up. He surpassed the year. He made it. The vet said he wouldn't make a day. He wouldn't last the week. A specialist said cats on this medication are not going to make the year. He surpassed that. So everybody, if you have a glass, I'm having a glass now. I'm not going to do the VTuber because of time issues, but I have a bottle. We're going to hydrate, and I'm raising it to Faros for all the days he's going to have left with us. And I'm going to make him miss crazy, but he's still here, even after a year, despite what the vets told him. To Faros. Great stubborn cat. Absolutely fit for this household. Okay, let's first do the penny. I'm only going to do the penny because, it's kind of late. But I told you, was at a family dinner, had a lot of fun, and it kind of took a bit longer than expected. But don't worry, I will make it up. Because only a few more days and it's my vacation time. I put all the charms ready to finish my hair sorts. Like I said, I'm going to take along less so I can have more. Well, it's less choice, but less overwhelming. Okay, I don't really like this text, but it is a guide for now. At the last Sunday. Okay, so I'm not really sure about this text just yet, and considering it's very late anyway, I'm not going to send it to all my beta readers just yet. Also, do you know what time it is? An hour past feeding time. He already complains if it's 5 minutes after feeding time. Spoiled little cat. What else happened? Let's see. We had streaming day, then I have had work and swimming club, nothing special. Then first I prepared for Fantasy Fest. And everything in storage is ready for Fantasy Fest. I don't think I'm going to do 2 kits. Just one is fine. So I still have to pack here, but I have that whole first week to finish the hair shorts. Got some new materials, so I think I'm going to do a couple of silver swords as well. I'm just going to do Anos because that makes it a lot easier. And hopefully with Fantasy Expo I have a few Galaxy paintings for sale. I'm not sure about the arms just yet. So I still need to think about the text. The text is not that great. The comic is better. For those who don't know, Hunted is a TV program, but it's also a concept nowadays. The TV program was that famous Dutch person. This needs to be a little bit further away. Famous Dutch person would try to evade, well, the law, quotation marks. Okay, I'm going to make the same shrub. And I'm going to make that first. And now the Dutch police does that with children. Wait, this is the wrong thickness. And it's exercise for the police. And it's fun for the children. They have to evade the police, get to a couple of checkpoints. So it's kind of like, we call it a vossenjacht. And I'm not really sure how to call it in English just yet. But you have to go to several checkpoints and get stamps. And then the person who was first, I think it was first, gets a prize. This goes a little bit faster. I'm all about cutting corners right now because I'm so absolutely late, but I still want to do the best I can, despite cutting corners. I know it sounds weird. You can hear by my voice I'm stressed and stuff like that. And considering it's more or less a big game of tag, but then for kids and the police. And the kids are technically training the police. I still remember one version of Hunted. I think they did it in Utrecht, but I'm not sure. It could be another place. And they also organized a hunt. And there was a teenage boy, I'm guessing 15 or something like that, who was being chased by the police. So he ran into the shrubs. And the police followed him, of course, because that's the job. They followed him into the shrubs. And there was a police officer on a bike that joined them as well. Okay, saving it all. So the police officer on the bike put their bike down. Well, there was a cameraman was just standing there, and suddenly that teenage boy just came out of the shrubs again, jumped onto the bike of the police officer, and drove away. It was hilarious. This is going to be lighter so I can see what I'm doing. And of course, I saw someone on Facebook already complaining about it. Are we teaching our children to run away for the police? No, we're not teaching our children to run away for the police. We're teaching the children that the police is not evil. Sure, you should respect the police, but still respect is earned. I saw a video clip about a police officer demanding respect from a teenager, not getting it, and I honestly thought he should have handled this differently. But of course, it's easy for me to say because I'm not a police officer. And yes, the kid was a punk, an absolute punk. But yeah, the police officer was just screaming, demanding, and the kid just walked away. He was like, and you want my bike? Here's my bike. Have fun with my bike. Goodbye. And he was like, keep on standing. Yeah, you have my bike. Keep standing. Goodbye. So yeah, absolute punk. Deserves punishment, but yeah, I would have done it differently. But we always say the best helmsmen are always on the shore. Not sure if that's an international proverb. Also, not sure if this is a new type of binoculars. Just going with it. So, planning for this week. Sunday, no crash stream. Friends coming over. But that should be the almost final interruption. Because, of course, the week after we have Fantasy Fest. And that should be the final interruption for the Sunday cross streams. Unless I plan another day with my student again. I did want to wait with planning a new one because of Varels. And I think I can plan it again because Varels is being stubborn. And we love him for that. Do not tell Varels he is stubborn. I'm waving my finger at you. that's a watermelon head. Right. I was talking about what I did. First day was putting things ready for Fantasy Fest. Friday. First, I'm going to hydrate. I had a lot of to eat, so that also results in me wanting to drink a lot more water. Friday, something special happened, but not to me, because my love decided to go run home from work. Well, I'm not going to disclose where, because privacy. But it was a 25-kilometer run, and we're still very proud of it because he made it. It was the first time he had done this distance. He had come close a couple of times, but this was the first time 25 kilometers. And I came to him on my bike, so I met him, well, not halfway, but right beyond halfway. Stupid commercials. And he had even more support down the road, which he didn't know about. Line isn't needed. Then Saturday, I was teaching in the museum in Leiden again. This time, a Chinese school with Dutch Chinese children, and they all spoke Chinese to each other, and some spoke English, some spoke Dutch, and well, I did the English part because and a couple of Dutch parts. And it was just a normal high school. Of course, it's a normal high school. Just the kids talking to each other, and well, you could from the intonation, the voice, the tone of voice, they were very enthusiastic, even though I didn't know what they were saying. I was communicating with one of those kids in English, and we didn't really understand each other at certain points. So one of his friends tried to explain it in Chinese, and there was still something vague about it. And then he was like, "Gast, vraag het toch gewoon in het Nederlands." And I was like, "Yeah, I can speak Dutch too." And he was like, "Dude, just ask it in Dutch." Okay, let's first do his body. Okay, that's a bit... But yeah, Hunters is pretty much just a big game of tag. And kids can be requested to be handcuffed when they're caught. It's not going to happen if they don't want to. But some kids want to. Well, how does it feel? Something like that. I'm probably still going to have to think about the text. Also, for those who are at DeviantArt, there is a scam going on. It's the same scam that's also on Xbox and other of those social sites. You get a message from someone who's on your watch list or a friend like, hey, do you have a moment? I accidentally reported you for fraud, and I want to resolve this, but now you have to click this link, or you have to contact the mods on Discord, and then we will resolve it. However, that is a scam. It's a way to try steal your account. So if you are at DeviantArt or any other social media that that has a chat, if someone contacts you, be careful. Do not click any links. This is not how it's gonna work. Okay, I think I know how to do this. This is the easiest way for me. Yeah, the shrubs are going to be dark. Just happens to be like that. Okay, so the kit is going to be a single shading color, so you know that's the kit. And the other cups are going to be the other cups, as if the first one is a cup, but so he's going to be smart. I'm going to give him orange-ish. First day I plan to record an episode 26 or 25. I don't recall which one was the last one I did. I think 25. Then I still need to do 25. So that's going to be recorded first day, so I can create that video. And then during my 3-week holiday, I do plan to record at least 2 episodes extra. So I still have the first day one, except once in a while I'm going to skip the first day for storage cleanup, because we still have to do that. But yeah, with one day I can record enough for, well, 3 weeks, because it's 1 week English, 1 week Dutch, and 1 week none. Should have, I think there's episode 14 this week, and I have recorded up to 24. I also looked into putting in on Spotify, but that is going to take a lot of work again. So that's something I'm going to do later on. That was oranges. I'm going to make it out of blue. And I've decided that my micro studio cleanup is going to be combined with mass gessoing. So all the characters are going to be gessoed at the same time. That still need to be done, so I can continue mass painting. With gessoing, you still need about 3 layers. Looking fancy. Right, still have to do the Christmas cards. And with the heavy hearts, I am deciding Vados is not going to be included in a physical way. I'm probably going to draw him anyway in case he does make it. But he's going to be an easy removable layer. And again, I would love it if he would make the new year and beyond. But considering how weak he's been the past few days, I have to be realistic. Even though I don't want to be realistic. Because I really, really am gonna miss him. And I know more people are gonna miss him. Not just my husband, me, people who met him. I mean, a lot of watchers, people at work. And no, I'm not going to make him an angel. I'm going to do this my own way. Like I did previous years with cats who passed away, unfortunately. Like always, I have my own ideas, and if I'm looking for inspiration, I'll let people know. Okay, now to find the text. I think this is going to be it. $30. Yeah, that's what you get if you only do annos. Apparently my caps lock is on. Yeah, Penny is still hiding. She's going to be so good at hiding they completely forget about her, and next week she's still at that spot. Okay. I think this is going to be it. I'm actually liking this. So feel free to go text check while I stop the recording. New record. Let's put it to here. Text look good, text okay, and the other ones are off screen. So I'm going to start up the Penny text, and considering I have time, I can do the final two Yami. I mean, if I have the time, I guess I should do it. So. Also, last week it was about the Grote Clubactie, and this evening I saw one of my, I'm gonna call it cousins, because privacy and all, and they were like, Auntie Kim, I also have kinderpostzegels, children's stamps. But I didn't go for the children's stamps because I don't really send greeting cards. So I don't need stamps. And the other thing you could have was a little tiny kit tin with bandages. And there was something else, and all things I don't use. So I just got an extra Club Axie lottery ticket. Did it actually arrive? Yes. My numbers are 89 and 90. Okay. Oh, and that's a manga that's going to be delivered tomorrow. And everything else is going to be checked tomorrow. That's not really important. Right. It's the 30th. And I'm going to clean up my YouTube channel in my vacation as well. So if there are some streams you want to look back, hurry up. Because by the looks of this, I might start cleaning up on Saturday, and it will soon be cleaned up in the week after. Okay, text check. How does it look on the screen? This might help. Okay, did get a correction for the comic. And that was all I had to drink. So if I want to hydrate, I have to go downstairs. Gonna keep this open a little bit longer while I oh, my H key, my T key, my R key are getting dirty. My keys, my beautiful keyboard is getting dirty. Should use it more. Right. Yes, continue. Wait, I said I should have clicked not now. Right. A little bit of correction. I don't like this. I don't like the word ploep. But apparently it's a more Dutch onomatopoeia, whatever that sound effect. I like plop better, but or pop, but ploep is apparently better for Dutch comics. Maybe floep. Okay, floep apparently can go as also, and I like floep better than ploep. Floep is apparently better than ploep. apparently there was another mistake because the shrubbery is being active. Which layer are you? Ah, this layer. Yes. Why were you even on? Save. I don't think Save for Web is gonna work. Oh, I think the memory is already being full. Well, it worked. Wow. Okay, making it bigger. Unless it doesn't look great, then I'm going to redo that. Ah, that's acceptable. Okay, so that means the penny is done. Also got confirmation that the text here is right. So that means I can start with making a picture for the final two. And I still have to make coins, but with the coins, yeah. Why are you? Oh, great. That's right. I still had to do that as well. Oh, so many things I have left to do, but now I decided to do this, and then the other things will be follow later. Meanwhile, let's start up the other one. Also, I'm going to share a very lovely picture of Vados. Because I'm taking as much pictures as I can now, so I need to download that first. And there's also a game I need to do, and I can start with the commercials. Vados. Absolutely not the best picture of him. I'm well aware, but this was just, he was not coughing or whatever. He was just mid-licking and for some odd reason disappeared. It didn't disappear, but disappeared. By the way, this is my chair, which he claimed about a year ago, so now it's his chair. It's also my sweater, which he claimed a year ago. So it's now his sweater. Also, it's a sweater that can't go in the washing machine, so that's going to be lovely to be washed later on. But that's a future problem. Why are those weird pictures over there? Anywho. Picture. And maybe I can 3D print this somewhere this week, because it's only 2 of them. How big is this canvas? Oh, okay, that's nice. That's nice size. Start recording. So this is Ren, which is his adult name. Meanwhile, I'm turning on commercials that I have to do daily for that game. And Ren means wise talon in Seiken language. So I don't know what he did just yet to earn that name, but I do think it involves a bird of prey. He is Sis's best friend, can play the flute, but he hasn't played it in quite a long time. The reason why he hasn't played the flute is the same reason why Sissa hasn't played his kalimba-like instrument. He's just under a constant amount of stress. Plus, his best friend is in a constant stress. And those who've been in a constant amount of stress know that it's getting harder to be creative. Not sure if this is going to work, but we'll find out. And then also played a decent sized role in book 5. But he gets a bigger role in book 7. And he will pick up playing the flute again, just like Sisse is going to pick up playing the kalimba again and being an artist. That's a weird looking hand. Ren is said to have the best ears of the tribe. That's pretty much all he had thus far. Maybe in shadow play he'll get more talents, let's call it like that. But he was a musician, so that was one of his jobs. He did get a secondary role in book 7. But I can't spoil which one just yet. Considering he's, by the way, best friends with sisters from childhood. Ren is one of the older Yami. He's also used for an illustration in book 7, no, 6. That states he was old enough to remember the female looks of the tribe. Still have to finish that line. I still haven't decided yet who the youngest of the tribe is. I know Young is one of the younger ones, but he's not the youngest. I actually think Kairan was the youngest. But I have to put it all aligned and see how things look. Not sure if I want to keep this open, but I'm gonna try it nonetheless. Nah, I don't think I should. Shouldn't. Because otherwise it would be a pain to paint it. See, I made it funny. Pun, pun, pun. A little bit bigger. Lighter, not bigger. Ah, crap, this is Ring's file. Oh well. Didn't lose Ring's file, but if I now open Ring, nothing seems to change unless we do this. There we go. And Ring is back again. PNG. Yes. Notification privacy bar. Loading. So many characters. Detail. What? Why can't I have detail? Yeah, but I want detail, so medium detail. So that's fine. Ah, bastards. Can't blame them. I mean, they have to survive, but oh, the fingers are nice. Hair is nice. No weird holes. This is the only annoying thing to paint. But other than that, Ren is looking fine. Sneakies. I'm well aware what you're trying to do. Wait, did the eyebrows go right, by the way? Eyebrow, eyebrow. Okay, it merged over here, but not with the eye. That's important. Yep. And now we're going to do the final one, Shay. Shay is an interesting character. Shay's role is to be a hunter. And I know that sounds like, wait, weren't they all hunters? Yes, I'm well aware, but in this case, his job is a little bit different. Namely, his job is to find anyone, any place, anytime. There's a whole song about that. If Shay can't find someone, they do not exist. And I need a symmetry ruler for this, because the face is absolutely uneven. Well, the face wasn't right anyway, so I'm just gonna trust the process. I think his face is going to be too narrow, but that's okay. At least it's going to be more even. And the fun thing about Shay is everyone calls hunters bad people. But when Shay does it, it's extremely handy. And finding lost people things remind me of someone. I'm not sure who you are referring to, but I also have another character who has a talent for finding lost things and objects. So technically she could be classified as a hunter as well. That sheds a whole new light on shadow play. I mean, Moonmirror has the talent to find lost things and objects and hidden objects. So, but would it classify as a hunter? I don't think so. Mostly because she's still new at it. Means she knew she had that power but never used it actively. I don't think you could classify it being a hunter as a magical skill in the Seiken universe, just very good and observant. Okay, before I do the mouth, let's first do the eyes. And now he's looking very interesting, but that's okay. Yeah, that's pretty much the same line. Always looks weird with the sketch, and then when I frame it or make it ready, his arms are so uneven. Then it looks fine again. That looks better. He is wearing long sleeves, you just can't see it. Let's try again. So tired, so tired. Something is wrong with this image. I think I know what. The arms are almost the same width. Wrong layer. So, if Shay can't find it, the person doesn't exist. And I hereby decided that Moon Mirror will be a beginning hunter. If she practices her powers, she could be considered a hunter as well. So we have the hunter with the harbinger. How does the alphabet go again? And we have moon mirror, who are technically hunters. Okay. So that means all the yami are now done. Coins still need to be made. And next up, which is probably gonna be Dermification, is Tenshi. I have Komi done. I have my Dragon Mermaid for Mermaid next year. Konai, Teria, Grey, Irma from Witch, Zack, Soldier Form, Rocket Stevo, Soldier Form, Drek, Soldier Form, Mocha, Soldier Form. I have my Christmas card in here, and then I have nothing in here anymore. And I'm probably gonna sketch the Dark Guardians, which still have to be done. So, stop recording, by the way. This book is also almost full. I rarely finish books. I just start new ones all over, but this one is only for sketching chibis, and 2 can fit a page, and I made 1 Christmas card. So, yeah. Considering it was completely rushed, I actually managed to accomplish both a comic and two, whatchamacallit, 3D printables. Yeah. So, been streaming for how long? Oh, over an hour. Well, short stream for me, but yeah. I'll be seeing you guys. Thank you for joining me despite this complete chaos and being so late. We still hope Vados will be here next week, but we have to be realistic. He is old, his body is failing, and we're going to let nature take its course. Besides the fact that there's nothing we can do, we're also not going to do. We're not going to pull him. We're not going to push him. We're not going to beg the vet to up his medication because A, he's already at max, and B, there is no medication. And if it becomes suffering for him, we're going to make the choice for him again. I may sound very calm, but trust me, I'm absolutely not. And I cry multiple times a day because I'm going to miss him so, so much. But he did good. A year longer, and even counting, than the vet said he would live. Still being here. And just all around being a great cat who finally learned to trust humans again, and realizing that despite living here for about 10 years, we never meant harm. This is his forever home. And he's going to stay here till the end. We will not abandon him. Not like he was abandoned in the past or lost. People handled him quite roughly, which caused him to be very scared for Hans. And he finally trusts Hans, our Hans. Took him 10 years and a terminal diagnosis, but yeah. He loves us, he trusts us, we love him. Yeah, that's a nice note to end it on. See you, bye bye!